Have you ever had a moment that starts as normal parent stress and then flips into something that makes your stomach drop? 'Cause that's what this was for me. It's bedtime. The kids are in their rooms. My wife is sitting in the recliner with her iPad right outside their bedrooms, like close enough that if anything happens, she's basically on the front line. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the clear. I can finally take a long shower. I'm in there, enjoying the first quiet I've had all day, when I shut the water off and I hear it. My 3-year-old, crying, screaming, full panic. Daddy. I throw on a towel and rush out. As I'm passing through the family room, I see my wife still in the recliner, still watching her iPad, and I ask, "You couldn't calm him down?" And without even getting up, she says, "No. I tried 3 times." So I go into my son's room and pick him up. And instantly he stops. Not like a gradual calming down, like a switch. He grabs my shirt, tries to catch his breath, and clings to me like he's been terrified. I feel what I think are tears dripping down my shoulder, and I'm thinking, poor little guy. He's been so upset for so long that my wife went in there 3 times, and he's still like this. I lay him back down, start tucking him in, and he says, in that small, shaky voice kids have when they've been crying hard, "Daddy, I have a mess." I assume it's tears and snot. Maybe he drooled. Maybe he spit up. Maybe he wiped his face on his blanket. So I grab wipes and tissues, turn on my phone flashlight, and lean in to clean him up. And my entire body goes cold, because it wasn't tears. It was blood. My son is covered. Face, arms, shirt, his stuffy, the blanket, the pillow, the sheets, and then I realize I'm covered too. Those drops on my shoulder weren't tears. They were his blood. It was his first nosebleed, and it was bad. Now I'm in full parent mode. Calm voice, fast hands. I get him cleaned up as gently as I can. Keep checking his nose. Keep reassuring him he's okay. He's scared, but he's settling, because now someone is actually there with him. I call out to my wife and ask her to wash the bloody items while I finish cleaning him up and settle him back into bed. And while I'm tucking him in again, trying to understand how it got this far, I ask him, "Why didn't you let Mommy help?" And he looks at me and says something that hit me harder than the blood. He says, "Mommy didn't check on me." Then he adds, even quieter, like he's repeating something he already decided in his head. "Somebody never checked on me." And I'm standing there feeling like the air got heavier. Because 3-year-olds don't say that unless they felt alone. And now I'm furious. Not just because there was blood everywhere, not just because it was scary, but because my wife was right outside the room, right there, and somehow my son still felt like nobody came. And now my wife is angry at me. She's mad that I expected her to help. I'm mad that she didn't take care of our son while I was in the shower, and she was literally sitting 5 feet away. And I'm mad that she's mad. Because in my head, this isn't about a nosebleed. It's about what happened before I even knew there was blood. A child screaming for a parent, and a parent staying seated, claiming they tried, while a toddler ends up covered head to toe and feeling alone. So now I'm asking myself, am I being unfair? Am I being too harsh? Or am I reacting normally to something that should never have escalated to this? Because here's where I land. If she truly went in 3 times and he was still panicking, then the job isn't, I tried. The job is, you stay, you check his face, you turn on the light, you assess, you comfort, you call for help if you need help. Especially because a nosebleed isn't always obvious in the dark at first, but the moment you see blood, it becomes urgent. And even if she didn't realize it was blood, the fact he was screaming for daddy and she stayed in a chair tells me she decided at some point that this was your problem to solve. And that's the part I don't think you can hand wave away. Because the phrase, somebody never checked on me, isn't a parenting hiccup. That's a warning light. So here's my question for you tonight. If you were in my position, walking into your kid's room and finding them covered in blood while your partner stayed seated with an iPad, would you treat it as a one-off mistake, or would you see it as a deeper problem about attention, responsibility, and what your kids learn when they cry for help?